In honor of election season, we spoke to Sima Osdoby, a neighbor and a leader for whom civic engagement and leadership has not just been for a season, but has been a part of her entire life. I'm Rosie Osdoby, and this is Meet Your Neighbor.
I was born during World War II, so I'm a pre-baby boomer.
At a young age, Sima Osdoby got a taste for civic engagement through seeing her parents actively participating in their community, and later by helping a friend's father with his political campaign in her hometown of Woodridge, New York.
My parents were very involved in our community, and neighbors, it was a wonderful neighborly place, and well, everybody knew everybody else's business, of course. But I grew up with this very strong sense of community and being involved in a community, and then John F. Kennedy was elected when I was in high school, and that inspired a lot of us. I got involved in working in campaigns when I was really kind of young, because my best friend's father was running for, I can't remember what it was actually, and he and there were 3 people running on a slate who were going to sweep the town clean, and they were giving out brooms, little brooms and stuff. It was a cute campaign, so I got involved, just because we, well, they're friends. That was the thing to do.
Her work has taken her to countries near and far as she has observed elections. Her work overseas has given Sima a different perspective on elections in the U.S. and the places she is sent to observe.
In a lot of the countries that I work in, they weren't democracies, and they were authoritarian in one way or another. And so as they have developed new systems, or they're transitioning into a new democratic system, they need, and they got help from us and other mature democracies about how you do it. How do you set up elections? Okay.
Election observation started in Bosnia when the country fell apart and needed outside help. In order for other countries to build a democratic election system, the Organization for Security and Cooperation steps in and looks at human rights and democratic institutions, all done through treaties that are in place today.
The Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe. And it has, at this point, 56 countries. It includes the US and Canada. It's different than, say, NATO. It includes the US and Canada, most of Western Europe, and all of the former Soviet Union. One of the conditions of membership is that you're going to abide by a set of standards in how you hold your elections, how you conduct your government, and a whole bunch of other stuff. But for the elections are easy, they're measurable, yeah, and they take place at a limited period of time. So one of the things that countries have to do is they have to agree to let the other member states come in and observe their elections and comment on them. Okay.
Osdoby moved to the Newmark Commons neighborhood in Rockville, specifically because the city was an incorporated municipality and had its own government.
We deliberately wanted to live in Rockville, and people said, "You're moving out of what was my very fancy zip code to Rockville?" I said, "Yeah, the services are better." And we've stayed here since 1980. Every time we thought we would move, we've really had a hard time matching all the pros of living here. This is a wonderful neighborhood and community, and it really had an impact. It has some of the things that I was talking about the little town that I grew up in.
She is seeing firsthand the work she does and the positive impact it has on the once ailing countries.
Practice makes perfect. It's like in music. The more you practice, the better you get. The more you have elections, the more people work at it, the more you look at unbiased observations, and it's not necessarily criticism, the more you work on making a system work.
Shortly after this interview, Sima left for 10 days to observe the parliamentary elections in the Ukraine. One more example of a Rockville resident making a difference on the world stage. For Rockville 11, I'm Rosie Osdoby.